Hi students, my name is Mia and I'm here to walk you through what to do when you're struggling for Intro to Deep Learning. Where do you begin? Well, we have materials for the class. There are 4 homework assignments, each with a part 1 and part 2. Bonuses go with the part 1's assignments and the notebooks go with the part 2's. We also have links to videos, 2 per week by the professor, those are lectures, 1 per week of the labs held by TAs, which are recitations. And also every time a homework is released, we have a boot camp, which we record. And that's kind of a how-to on approaching the homework. So those videos are available. Additionally, this video I'm recording now is one of many recitation zeros. These are put out before the semester begins because we want to help you hit the ground running and learn course terminology and piecewise topics that are helpful for doing well in the class. So please check them out. This is a very difficult class, so checking out materials and videos and recitation zeros, that might not be enough, and that's okay. We have many different resources, and we're here to help. All right, office hours and Piazza. Look at this list of TAs. So many different people, personalities, and we are all here to help you. So feel free to reach out to any of us, and yeah, we look forward to meeting you. Office hours. Like I said, there are many different TAs, and each has a different personality, and you'll find that some TAs will spend 1 hour with you to debug, and others may ask you to come back with a more concise question because they can't spend so much time with you during their 1 hour session. So I would recommend that you come to office hours prepared, expect a hint rather than a solution, and you might feel rushed, so just kind of be wary of that because it'll depend on whose office hours you go to. There's Piazza in contrast to office hours. And Piazza, you'll find hints that are posted by the TAs, and you'll also get to see other students who might have questions that are similar to yours. We're required to answer Piazza posts fairly quickly, and so when there's no office hours at the time that you're doing homework, Piazza is a good resource. And like I said, office hours, if you're lucky, you can have a really long conversation about what you don't understand, but it might depend on whose office hours you go to. Study groups and mentors. So we offer study groups. These are meant mostly to help you with the part 2s of each homework assignment because you will need to do a lot of experimentation and ablations in order to succeed in that part of your homeworks. If you split the work with your teammates, there are 4 students per team, you can get collectively more done and succeed. You're more likely to succeed. So it's recommended that you get in touch with them, but you can also not just do part 2s, you can also study for the quizzes together and complete part 1s. We're not limiting you. So yeah, these are some friends that you could make and get in touch with. We also assign a TA to mentor this study group that you join. Just remember your TA likely took the class last semester and they may have faced all of the same problems that you're facing. So don't feel shy, ask them questions. They're going to be helpful and we've assigned them to you for a reason. So let's think about what we've talked about so far. So we have the materials for the class and the videos and this recitation as well as the other ones. Of course, office hours and Piazza, you can try to find support there if you're struggling. And your study groups and TA mentor is available if you want a little more interaction. After that, you might want to check out the Student Academic Success Center. So there, they can offer a tutor just for you. So it'll be one-on-one, and they can assign you someone to help you get through the class during the semester. There's also an academic coach offering that they will provide if your struggles are more with time management. And lastly, there are therapists and counselors available if you are struggling with things that are outside the scope of the class. There's the Counseling and Psychological Services in Pittsburgh and the Solid Minds Counseling Clinic in Kigali. And I just deeply recommend that you do reach out for help if the kinds of struggles you're having are not in academia. Okay, so if you've tried all of these things, you went through the website, Piazza and office hours, your mentor, and tried to make study group friends, and you may have even gone to get a coach or a tutor. After that, you should reach out to Professor Raj. To contact him, you can tell us, the TAs, and we'll help you get connected, especially if you're feeling unsure of yourself or if the professor hasn't replied. Sometimes he's busy. He's a really nice person, and so don't take it personally if he hasn't replied to you. That's very normal. He doesn't reply to me sometimes. So just let one of the TAs know, including me, if you need to get in touch with him, and we will help you out. Many people come to this class really excited to learn, and they don't realize just how much work it is and just how difficult the homeworks get. Each homework is harder than the one before. And so you might have a lot of energy and excitement in the beginning of the semester, but slowly become more and more discouraged as time goes on. And this is common, and it happens to a lot of students. So don't feel bad. It happens every semester. We made this specific recitation 0 just for you, people who struggle in the class. So we are here to help you if this happened. If you have a disability, you should have it on record with the Office of Disability Resources so that we know about it, and then we can provide extensions as you need them. If you're reaching out to the professor, I recommend that you express your desire and to learn and excitement about this class, because he works really hard to teach and he would appreciate that. And then being honest about what's going on in your life will be the best thing that you could do to share with us. Okay, so let's review. Recitation 0s and the materials on the website. Go to office hours, try Piazza. Connect with your study group. Get to know your mentor, your study group mentor. And then if all else fails, go to the Academic Success Center for tutoring or counseling if you need it. And then, of course, also come to the professor and talk about what's going on with him. Sometimes, if a student is doing so well in the beginning and then suddenly they stop and they just are getting 0s or really low scores, we will reach out to you to see what happened. We want to know if you're okay. And also, if you are consistently performing poorly, we will also reach out to you in that case to see what's going on. So this is what I have to share, and good luck for the class, and we're all here if you need us.